Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Against the Storm, where today we're picking up what I think is the last village of this era. Given the time that it took to complete each of these scenarios, I don't think we're going to get another run in before the Blightstorm hits and we have to close up the cycle. And with that in mind, forward progress probably isn't a real concern, so I think we are just going to go ahead and play right here to gather some more artifacts, even if we do lose this. And I think it's pretty likely that we will lose this because this modifier is very difficult. But it does give me some things to focus on. Like, it gives me some skills to practice. I think that's important. Yeah, so let's just jump back in here. The noble village of Try It Again. I do like opening with beavers. They do not have the easiest needs to fulfill, but it is nice to have that the quick wood cutting at the beginning of the run. Yeah, what if we take beavers, and I'm probably gonna leave it on Pioneer here, and then we'll go like extra villagers, extra wood. I mean, extra villagers is giving you extra food stress right away, but also getting stuff done is important, right? We're running against a timer here, and then maybe we just take food to offset the food stress, and we don't bring any stone or clay. What's in the starting box? Well, what's in the starting box is a fair amount of fuel, so maybe maybe we put back the wood and one of the food things and bring clay for making bricks out of. Or I think you can make clay out of... I think you can make bricks out of stone too. Let's try it like this. Yeah, here's hoping. And again, if we lose this, it's not a big deal. We're not getting anything done before the end of the cycle anyway. We're just trying to gather resources for long-term upgrades. Alright, so Gentle Dawn. Every small glade discovered grants 10% to planting speed during drizzle, so we definitely want farms, if we can get farms going. Important matters. Impatience grows 70% slower during drizzle. That's great news. Got sort of standard stuff here. Yeah, definitely make sure you have basic housing. And this one doesn't seem so bad, honestly. I tend not to discover a lot of dangerous glades early on. If we get to Impatience 4... Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't seem like such a bad set of negative mysteries. Then, of course, we got the fishmen thing, and trees give more wood. Okay. Can be worked with. So we did get to start with some clay. That's pretty cool. Roots are food, technically. You can eat a root. Nobody's stopping you, except maybe your teeth. Okay, lots of friendly glades right up front too. That's really nice. All right, let's see about blueprints. So, we got to take our people's needs like really seriously. What do we overlap on the most? Jerky, pies. Pies on humans. Okay, it's on lizards too. So jerky, pie, clothing is a double. Education is a double. Biscuits? Biscuits are a double. Okay. So flour. Yeah, flour's an important one. All right, just kind of stuff to keep in mind. I don't know why I even closed those. So jerky's real good. Let's probably take the kiln. Being able to make coal, I assume probably by like compressing a lot of wood. Makes sense. The guild house. What are the actual effects of this? Sorry, I'm so spacey. Traders arrive really quickly. +1 global resolve every time you sell goods worth a total of 75 amber. Global resolve is very powerful. luxury is a good that is only or luxury as a service is only valuable to beavers in our current setup. But those bonuses are interesting. That said, we definitely do want to have like a good farm on hand. I wish we had the grain farm available. Grain farm isn't a design that we just know off the top of our... No, it's not. It's a little non-ideal. I guess the plantation's a pretty good kind of thing. Yeah, all right. It's important to have some kind of farm. And then we could start with harpy housing right away. Clothier gives us access to scrolls and water skins and coats, all of which are useful. Flour is definitely useful. Packs of provisions are good for trade, obviously important for trade. Yeah, I think the clothier and the provisioner are both like pretty strong calls here. Because pie and biscuits both need flour. I'm going to take the provisioner to make sure we have some source of flour and we just won't have a way of using it right away, which is a little awkward. So let's definitely get clay income. Definitely get our woodcutters camp up. How many bodies are we? We have 10 bodies total right now. So we could run 2 woodcutters camps. And this... Well, I mean, we had to be gathering food, right? This is a forager thing? Yeah. And I like that forager is the same camp type that we will have to use for grain if we can't find a way to farm it. Alright, go, 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 friends. I suppose I could just play the game at normal speed instead of playing it at fast speed with a million pauses. I don't know why, this just feels more comfortable to me. No, none of these people are going to be particularly good at gathering roots, right? This is just like... Oh, do we know... So this lowers fuel consumption speed. Do we know what happens if a harpy is running the thing? Global carrying capacity is increased by 5. I think for right now we'll leave a beaver in charge. We don't benefit that much from the 1 extra point of global resolve from a lizard running the fire right away. And we're a little low on fuel at the beginning of the scenario here. Oh, cornerstone, sure. Additional active trade route slot. Traders arrive quicker. Ooh, receive 3 packs of provisions with every new villager. I like that a lot, actually. Okay, yeah, just a couple of people on this. And we're already through flax and more clay. I mean, it's good to have more clay, for sure. Am I going to... I wish we could alter the camera angle and be looking straight downward. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get through to this glade without moving this thing, but let's make sure we... Well, do I want to break through to the dangerous one? Hold on, that's maybe not. Maybe that's not the move, but yeah, try to get through to this glade at least. I keep finding myself looking up to the corner to check our orders, so that part of the game is, that part of the thing is so ingrained in me. It's just like, that's how the game works. Alright, so we could set up another woodcutters camp, but we wouldn't be able to even run it at full efficiency right now. It's just like expanding into more glades for a chance to find more important stuff is certainly meaningful. Probably shouldn't just have 2 people sitting around doing nothing, but I'm always like, I'm really leery of spending too many parts. But it feels like having 2 woodcutters camps running at the same time is going to be like a very common thing. Shoot, I'm trying to figure out like what is the angle where I can reach both of these without having to move the thing in between. And the sad answer is it's blocked by this stuff, I think. That looks like it might get access to both. Like this. Okay. You and you can get together on this for now, I guess. I should probably... Here, hold on. Bump you so that I can reassign you to here so that we can reassign the beaver to this task. Alright, I probably don't want to like push on anything else until we have more people. But this is an okay start, right? I guess a thing that we could be doing is we could be setting up our shelter. Should probably have places for people to sleep. Yeah, we'll just do like alongside this thing for right now. This woodcutter camp won't be here forever. Right now we need 4 shelters. We'll do like an alley over here. And I will boot 1 person off clay gathering to run that. To actually do the building. Little bit of a resolve boost from basic housing will help us counter the rain time sads, as they are known. It's official. That's official terminology. Yeah, this should get us through to the glade, I think. Okay, part of the reason I want to get into the glade so quickly is I want to have room to build stuff that's outside of hearth range. So like if we build our crude workshop here or our trader station or whatever, we're not consuming spaces that could be used for housing. So this is just some roots and a small abandoned cache. We don't have any tools right now. If we just break this open, we get parts and a beneficial agreement. Honestly, I really like that. I think we should do that. We'll get there. Hold on. Let's let the housing beaver finish working on housing. Well, everybody's remaining positive through the storm. I guess that's good enough. But it is important. We just like desperately need more people. All right. 3 people and some herbs, or 3 people and just kind of a smattering of stuff. Pottery is hard to come by, but I don't know how frequently we're going to have a use for only 2 pottery. Yeah, I guess we'll take this. Okay. New folks can get to work on this thing. Newly discovered resource nodes have more charges. Discovering a small glade increases the working speed of scouts investigating other bigger glade events. This is kind of a weird... Yeah, like you have to discover a glade while you're still working on another glade. It seems hard to time getting the benefit of this. Rich glades seems good, though. Global production speed up is really... Man, that's very significant. I'm trying to think, though, how often is it the case that what we're waiting on is people putting together resources rather than... I guess it does affect woodcutting speed, though, doesn't it? Probably, at least. I'm actually going to take deserted caravans, I think. Maybe that's foolish, but... So I know I sure do love it when traders show up, but that seems important. Okay, speaking of loving it when traders show up, we should get our trading post established. I think out here is a fine place for it. We're going to have to build one more house, I think. So we can just put right down here in Housing Alley. Okay, got ourselves another breakthrough here. Fertile soil. And a bunch of clay. Like a whole bunch of clay. Villagers move 10% faster on roads and a bunch of herbs. Tools are super hard to come by because the usual source of tools is orders. So I think breaking stuff open is just going to be way more common on this run. I'm going to go ahead and do that here as well. Bonus move speed on roads. Probably I should actually use roads. The default road costs what? Nothing. Doesn't cost any resources. It's just a very very small bonus, and so that's why I don't usually bother. Paved roads cost, but the bonus is a little bit more significant. Okay. So yeah, running roads to more permanent work sites makes a lot of sense. I mean, you're going to want to run roads, I guess, like... Just have people who are sitting around lay these down. Right, people have to access the front, the working tile of the warehouse a lot. And I guess that means, like, for right now, we can just do something like this. Although I guess this is about to get moved, isn't it? We can move over there and grab a couple more glades. Actually, I would rather move this way. Yeah, let's move this way because we can definitely crack 2 more glades over here real fast. I'll leave those lit up. That's fine. Like, how much build time does this actually cost people? Is this a significant hardship? We'll just build it over to the glade. Right now, we only have 2 loose people. Two people who are actually on build tasks. Doing important stuff. It might be that building roads is like a total secret sauce thing that I've just not been doing, and it's been making everything terrible. That could be the case. What do we have available here? Another copy of Beneficial Agreement. Woodcutters move faster. Ooh, gain 3 incense for every 10 roots produced is actually really cool. I don't think there's any way we could afford to do that. These early packs of provisions are really nice. I don't know if there's anything else I want from him, because we could get resolve boosting food right now, but we're just going to eat it now before it will take us up to a threshold. Like, yeah, I think we probably hold off on that. So if we were going to sell for something, it would be one of these bonuses. This seems really good. Is there any chance we can make it to 20 amber? Especially considering Jorg always gives us a terrible deal, right? 20 of his amber is actually 25 trade value. Well, eggs are more valuable than I was expecting. Clay is quite valuable. Let's see. Let's see if there's a way to do this. Because incense is actually very good. So we don't have all that much food. I had to be a little careful with this. We have some roots gathered. This might be a really bad idea. And then, like, we don't really... I don't have anything to do with this copper ore. We'll continue gaining copper ore. I don't really know what I want to do with this resin. Alright, here's hoping this turns out to have been a good trade. Yep, we sure are low on food, but I do have people gathering food. We need to set up more food stuff quickly. Let's get the road running in front of the farm. Okay. A moss broccoli patch, that's cool. Some windows disappear when you hit right click, and some of them disappear when you hit escape. And there doesn't really seem to be a lot of like rhyme or reason to which thing is which. In case you're wondering why I'm always hitting escape and bringing up the menu. Okay, so nobody here is particularly good at farming. But just get some berries going, that'll be helpful for us. And then I suppose at this point, once we got the road built out to here, well, will I harm the deposit? Like, can I build? No, you just straight cannot build through the deposit. Okay, it's probably fine. It's just a couple tiles anyway. Yeah, let's see how much of an effect that has. Okay, so we have 2 loose workers right now. Let's see, we can drag... We could probably pull some people off of wood cutting onto food production for a moment. Like, let's set up... Do we want a second forager camp? We don't see any other kind of food anywhere. Is there any place I can put this? I would have to cut through a spot to get the vegetables and the wood together, or the vegetables and the roots together. All right, so we'll just build this up here, and I will move this over because I think we can get all the roots. Yeah. And what the hell? Path builders. That's a little inconvenient. You know what? I may as well move this too. I'm gonna unassign you two from it, but I am also going to move it for later. Because it is in the way at the moment. And where do I want it? I think it's most important that it be able to cut through here. Nobody has to actually access the trader thing, so... Yeah, we're just going to sort of throw it in the corner. You know, all the travel times, it probably does add up, right? I will say I don't like the way it does like staircasey builds. I want the builds to look like that, to be more straight lines. Okay. Let's try to get our food production up, because it turns out I really dropped us quite low there. Alright, y'all gather quickly. The stonecutter's camp needs to be moved. There's plenty of spaces where it could be doing a lot of work. I can't believe the one beaver working there managed to run all of that, clay out already. Okay, we're hanging pretty strong on, what do you call it here? Oh, nice. We found another source of food. And what is in this cache? A bunch of food. Do we still have stone for this? We do. More fertile ground. That's excellent news. Yeah, even beyond the glade breaking, I need to carve out a lot of these trees. And probably after that, a lot of these trees. Just to put together spaces for our stuff to go. Okay, we're doing all right on food. Like, we're spending our stockpile down very low, but then it's refilling. We're not out of food for long periods. We just need to do more building. I think it's probably a good idea to take the pack of people that has 4 people in it. And new villager, every time you discover a glade, 12 amber for every 50 ale produced. I don't know that I intend to produce a lot of ale. 2 packs of provisions for every 10 herbs is interesting. We're not producing a lot of herbs right now. We do have provision income already. Do I want to take Lost in the Wilds? Do I want to decline this maybe? I'll just have some amber for the next trader. I think I might... This is probably worth having over just a turn down entirely. But like, we have all of the packs of provisions. This is not because we need more packs. It's because packs of provisions sell reasonably well. Okay, so that stuff's going on. This is flax with some clay and insects in it. Oh, that's sea marrow. Sea marrow and stone, in fact. If this were moved, could it get all 6 of those deposits? It could. Yeah. Let's do that for sure. And then a trapper would get me leather and food out of these. We have parts still, right? Where are my parts kept? Oh, we have plenty of parts still. Yeah, not a bad idea to set up a trapper camp. Okay, I think we're recovering food. We're doing okay for the moment. I want to clear out some of this stuff before I set up the farm up here. Lizards are particularly good at this work. Where do we have lizards assigned that could be moved? You could be replaced with somebody else so that you can come and work at the trapper camp. But yeah, we do absolutely want to set up the farm because, like, renewable is the word I want. Renewable food is obviously a big deal. Plus, think about all that plant fiber. But if we put this down right now, I think it's going to block... Yeah, in the position where it can reach all the fields, it's actually going to block the way. We need to remove some more trees. We'll get there, though, and food stocks are climbing. So, we have to be moving toward our next... moving toward our next major resolve incomes, right? Reliable, maintainable resolve incomes. So let's... We have a clothier already. Wait, do we? Did I not choose that? We have our kiln. Oh, the kiln's important. We should set the kiln up somewhere. I don't know. Here? Close to the thing, but again, critically outside of hearth range. And to get a kiln going, we're going to need some bricks. We do not have any bricks, which means that we are also going to have to set up our crude workstation. So get me some workstation people. We are only making bricks right now. Perhaps micromanaging things a little bit here, but okay, cool. Eggs. And they're within range of the trapper camp already. That's pretty rad. We also met Alun Soulgazer. So, what's your deal? Scouts work faster, scroll production up, incense production up. So not anything terribly critical there. But if we wanted to trade a bunch of provision packs for just some amber or maybe some like moderately annoying goods. Purging fire is not a thing that we know how to use yet. We're super good on fuel. We don't really need anything else. I might just go ahead and trade off all of our packs of provisions just for amber for later. Do you give me a fair price on amber? Not really. Well, all right. Let me give you a little something extra. Wow, herbs are fairly valuable. Maybe we could part with a lot of our herbs. I sure would love some extra amber, is the thing. Just stuff to hold on to for later. Yeah, let's make that deal. Alright. To trade with somebody who has maybe slightly more valuable things. Okay, I feel a lot better about establishing this farm now, especially since we'll have new people coming in soonish. Does it matter where we put this? I guess this is the shortest way back home, right? That still gets everything. And then that's the wrong button. Food stuff. Okay. Honestly, it's probably worth just like building another warehouse out here. We have a lot of stuff going on. And these farms are permanent. The other camps will move away, but the farms will always benefit from having a closer place to make stuff work. Do we have people working on temporary things anywhere? Not really. I guess we can turn off the workstation for now. Because we got the kiln constructed. And we can put those people on farming for the moment. Let's get those fields going, get those berries coming in. Yeah, we're like super good on food. Okay, cool. So, jerky. Jerky is valuable. We currently have very little of this stuff coming in, but we found some sources of meat. Found like a node. Yeah, it's not ideal. Well, it'll have to do. Wood we certainly have. So, I don't really want to apply anybody to this just yet because obviously we are out of hands as soon as we do that. So I think for the moment we just have to weather the storm. Oh, this camp has run out of deposits. All that stuff is being gathered already, but we could bump it up here. It's probably time to move this as well. Kind of want to just keep burrowing deeper into the trees over here. I wish I could mark a particular resource node as priority here. I can't do that, right? No, I can't. Because I want them to get this out of the way so that I can run the road through there. Alright, new cornerstone. Every discovered forbidden glade lowers the hostility gained from dangerous and forbidden glades. And small glades. Okay. Forbidden glades are a little scary for sure. Ooh. Hostility reduction is neat. Yeah, glade events. I think we're going to take protected trade. I'm doing a lot of selling things for amber. We are encouraged to sell goods a lot. All right, and then that means newcomers will be following shortly after. These ones bring coats and stuff, but these ones bring 4 of them. That's, I think, the most valuable good right now, is what if there were 4 of them. We're not bringing in a ton of meat. We probably don't need more than 1 person working at the kiln, but just like some jerky is useful. We should probably actually hit a big... Did I position you such that you can get through to there? Probably not. It's so hard to tell. Maybe. I'm gonna light these up. We should hit a bigger glade. We have the resources to probably be able to get away with something like that. A little bit more amber. Yeah, the resin we really have no other use for, and that's quite a bit of amber. Sell that all the way back to the one that survived. Present tense, because it's still doing that. Do I want to move stone? Yeah. Sure. Should keep trade goods running where we can, I suppose. Yeah, it looks like they probably prioritize stuff that's closest to the actual resource building. Alright, do you have fun stuff? Woodcutter camp production is quicker. I mean, that's not nothing, but I don't know that it's worth the... I don't know that it's worth the amber. So we can sell... We don't have a lot to sell right now. We have wood. And we don't particularly have a huge amount of stuff we want to buy, although parts are always nice. Yeesh, 4 each. Yeah, we don't really have stuff we need to buy. Well, do we want to part with some, like, wood and plant fiber? Plant fiber is remarkably valuable. We can definitely afford to part with some wood. Give them like 150 wood. And then also some of our packs, we're starting to actually trade with these, so I do want to hold some. We'll give you like 20 of this and 25 of that. That's not too bad, right? In addition to stockpiling amber for later when bonuses are better, we're building up these bonuses down here. Where are these marked? Okay, so protected trade, we're at 17.8. Did we take the other one? Do we have to... No. Okay, we just have the one thing tracking our amber trade for the moment. Are we using the incense? Because there's not incense available here. But it does say that we've been gaining incense from fragrant roots. I guess you can't necessarily trade that to everyone. Okay, I didn't realize that traders were specific in what they would take, although it probably says right on them that is the case. Okay, they never actually go to the housing, right? It just needs to exist. There's no sense in building the road to it. No, they totally do actually go to the housing. Alright, then we may as well extend the path. Costs nothing but a little tiny bit of time. Okay, got ourselves a bunch of flax fields and an obelisk. Yeah, I'm trying to interact with the obelisk. So if we repair it with our incense, it decreases hostility, or we can tear it down in exchange for some stuff that we don't really need. We could use resin for this as well. We have other uses for the, long-term theoretical uses, but uses nonetheless for the incense, so I suppose we should do that. All right, and then y'all just keep chopping away here. And the question for me is, like, is it time to turn this back on? No, I think we're still doing a lot of other stuff. Okay, we are spending our meat as quickly as we are gathering it. Yeah, we just need more nodes. What else can you make jerky out of? Meat and insects. Well, haven't had much luck with those either. Pushing into some larger, what do you call it? Some larger glades should help, hopefully. And this is an aesthetics decoration, which is not the type that upgrades our hearth, right? The hearth is upgraded by comfort. Yeah, so we can take it to an encampment. We can get it all the way up to a neighborhood. Let me go ahead and just put a park down in front of it. That's worth having. We also have a trade route available. Moving pottery for 3 amber. I do not at the moment have a plan for that pottery. Okay, what does level 2 take? It takes 4 more of those and 4 aesthetics. All right, so once we have this thing, we can transport it over. They're working on that. We have to put up another park, which is very doable. Or we could just put some pipes around. I think it's okay to just put another park right. I'll just put another park right in front of it. This forager camp has run out of stuff to forage, and the only... Yeah, that's fine. We'll just take you off of this work. And I suppose I am going to reactivate this. We need to find new resource nodes. Okay. So that's running. Let's move this into range. It is only 1, but it's something. All right, what else can we make? So a single board. They all require a board per point. Okay. We can set some lamps around in some places where they look nice. You know, over here we can have a lamp at the end of the lane. I don't want to put them in a place where they're like an actual problem. We get one goes next to the thing. There we go. Because that's an actual mechanical benefit there. Okay, cool. So we are now rocking a 10% bonus to all production speed. And the resistance to corruption exists or whatever. That's fun, probably. Meaningful? Could be. You can't prove it's not. Okay. Yeah, so all this stuff's going on. I think I am going to, with how well we're doing on parts for the moment. Where is it? I think I'm going to set up a small warehouse up here. It's just going to make life a lot easier for all of these buildings. Requires a little bit of brick. We can afford to have some people make some bricks. That is a thing that is worth doing. Alright, impatience is climbing high, and we haven't earned our first point of respect yet. We've completely run out of things for our foragers to do. For the moment, disengage from this work. Yeah, I need to crack some... more glades. It'll be easier for us to push into a forbidden and some more normals on this side quickly after we get this one too. The jerky would be really, really good if we could keep a supply of it flowing. Resin, absolutely. It's a good price too. The seam arrow, I don't actually have any particular designs on it. Ooh, 2 amber for every seam arrow produced. That's a thing that actually happens. Increases production speed of bars, dew, and recipes that use ingots, but not like the efficiency or anything. Golden marrow might actually be worthwhile. It's a shame it does not give you this stuff retroactively. And, ooh, look at that. 7 people and they show up with bricks and meat. That's awesome. That's like very, very good for us. So we can build out a little bit more housing in the scheme that we're currently using. That's not quite enough room for 2, but I could move the lamp. Yeah, this is fine. This will work just fine. We're doing okay on wood? We're doing all right on wood. Oh, seam arrow burns. I forgot about that. That's very weird, right? Okay. So, a couple of things. First of all, I should probably put up some basic pathing up here. Like around the front of the warehouse. Run it to the farms. And like past this thing. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and do it like that. Yeah, then like out to here as well. Okay. Secondly, let's see what we've found. Okay, 1 more small meat deposit. That's a shame. I was really hoping for more. More farming stuff is good. We probably will just want to clear the woods here. In fact, I probably will pull... Let me... I know I just built path to this, but actually, let me move this right now to a position where it can do that. Yeah, this will work fine. Just clear all of this stuff. Just open this up. And then we have a Forsaken Crypt. Hides a frustrated, poor spirit. This place seems to have been plundered a long time ago. That's a shame. I love to do some plundering my own self. If we don't take care of this, it will steal all of my amber and wine. And also it will gain impatience for us, which is unacceptable, clearly. We can get half a point of reputation by doing, you know, the calming thing. And we can use our supply of incense for that. And also a bunch of our stored amber, which is not exactly what I wanted to be doing with it, but it's fine. Somebody get over here and do some incense rituals or whatever. I mean, we pay 8 amber in, we get 15 out. It's fine. Have ourselves a nice big cache over here that contains some biscuits and some coats. We got to get tool production going so we can actually start interacting with these in the more profitable way. We do not yet have the ability to do that. This one I'm going to hold off on. That's not a lot of amber, and we want that. We want that meat for other purposes. For now, I suppose break open is the only thing that makes sense, but we actually can't. For right now, we're leaving this cache alone. Yeah, all right. Oh, hey, another obelisk. And we almost have enough incense to hit this one as well. No time on that. And these are meat. Okay, so our trapper camp currently is gathering those eggs and still some meat over here. We won't move it yet. Y'all can back off of that duty. And this is what rituals look like. It's a pretty ominous setup behind this crypt. Okay, so we have some harpy resolve bonuses going. If we can get a little bit more special stuff happening here, we can start earning some reputation. Okay, the resin's coming along too. I think we probably do want to crack through to another dangerous glade. It's so hard to tell where. I think this should let us get both the close one, this close normal glade, and that glade back there. Sea marrow and berries. We're okay on food. We can afford to sell food. And yeah, I'll do that too. Okay, what else could we be making here? We have the brick recipe on. I probably don't need to be producing coal. See, it says it's efficient fuel. I guess I don't really know how efficient, but like this recipe wouldn't be here if it wasn't a good idea, right? I guess that's a big assumption. But maybe we should have more people on this because we should be producing more coal like that. And then like, okay, we have enough bricks. We probably don't need to be worried about brick making. Yeah, all right. We have a lot of stuff that we are kind of set up for. So what other needs can we be fulfilling right now? We should have a provisioner, but we don't yet need the flour, right? Yeah, we still don't actually have a way of using it. Yeah, part of the problem with this is that we don't pick up new building types very frequently. It is a real problem, actually. All right, we should set up a provisioner somewhere. This seems like a fine spot to do it in. And for that, we are going to need more fabric, and we do have lots and lots of stuff for making fabric. All right, focus on that for the moment. Okay, we still don't actually have anything else to do with this. We should probably get this farm going. It's actually kind of hard to put this in a place. There's not going to be a place where we can get all of the tiles for that. I guess we can wait till the woods are removed a little bit more. Harpy resolve is low, but there's not actually a lot I can do about it right now. I mean, we just have to let some jerky get produced. As soon as this updates to... Oh, a harpy left. That's annoying, but as soon as this updates to 15, we can do this and push hostility back down. What is the trade route that's available? Eggs? Okay, that's interesting. We're starting to get access to some better ones. So when the level goes up here, we don't actually know what happens, right? We have yet to have traded that much. Houses have extra room is like fine. we might want to hit secure perimeter and then go crack a forbidden glade somewhere. That might be worth doing. Okay, and this is ready to run. So this will help a little bit with the hostility as well. We do have one kind of nearby. Yeah, maybe I tell them to forget about this stuff and remove this stuff instead, and then we'll have to move it again once we open up the normal glade. But yeah, because that'll help with our hostility pretty significantly. Okay. So the plantation. This is the spot. This is the. If we can get rid of these trees, we can take advantage of every tile. We're gonna have this get worked out as well. Some biscuits and some coats will help with resolve. We might be able to push. We should be able to push a point of reputation from resolve levels pretty soon, which is like a really, really important point to get to. So once we can start doing that, we can usually do it a couple of times. I suppose, I don't use this favoring mechanic very much, but we could and should be using it here, right? I think I'm going to take this one just on the basis that it's 6 people. Build ourselves another shelter up here. So yeah, if I hit favored on... It drops everybody else by 5 while it's active. But that doesn't matter as long as it's not pushing them below like a danger threshold, right? But we just let that sit up until it earns us a point of reputation. Okay, what have you? All villagers move 10% quicker is definitely interesting. Gain 3 wine for every 15 ale produced is not as interesting. I'll take this though, for sure. And then you have tools. Yo, I need to buy these very badly. You don't have anything else that's like critical to us? So I probably just want to sell a bunch of stuff to you to keep increasing my amber used. We'll hold on to 10 packs, just kind of arbitrarily. I can sell you like 150 wood as well. That's not even covering the tools yet, jeez. Well, I mean, they're expensive for a reason. We don't have to get amber in return. We just have to sell goods that are worth amounts of amber to lower the hostility value, right? Yeah. Okay, so we've already reduced hostility by 20 by doing this. And it does matter. Okay. We'll just keep looking at that, keep selling where we can and stuff. This trapper camp can be moved to places where there are meat. And the road can be extended out here. Okay, this can't be moved yet, but it'll get moved in a second, then we'll build the road right through it. You know, harpies just doing their harpy thing, as they do. And when we gain a point of reputation, it does set back the impatience a little bit, so that'll be nice. Okay, let's move you over to here, I guess. Doesn't really matter where. Just out of the way. There we go. You know, I don't know how much the road is actually helping, but it is, like, aesthetically, I really appreciate it. Okay, so we are trying hard to break through to this stuff. I guess this is not really important anymore. Try to focus them on the trees that matter most. They have, they do have quite a walk over there. Okay, they're getting to this stuff. I guess I can kind of... That doesn't matter so much. Yeah, specifically these tiles. Alright, keep looking at our trade routes. I will sell incense, that's fine. And reed, sure. Okay, so we have level 1 with the Smoldering City. Our standing has raised. It looks like they're asking for larger amounts of stuff, which I guess is cool. Alright, we're through. Clay and mushrooms, that's like fine. Totally fine. Mostly what that was about was giving us a spot to relocate the woodcutter camp to. And we may as well path over to there now. Gained our first point of reputation. And sadly, we did not get... Okay, this is a source of tools. I was really hoping for, you know, the ability to use that flower on the things flower is for. But yeah, we can't turn down a source of tools. I think we'd be very foolish to do that. So, the scribe can go over here. This looks like it's out of the way enough, while still being kind of close to the warehouse. And continuing to favor the lizards is keeping them over the blue threshold, so we'll let that run. Okay, what do we need to make tools? We need metal bars of some kind. And then this also gives us the ability to make ale, which we can't currently use, and scrolls, which we don't have any current use for, but I wanted to get the building down. So, we are gathering some amount of copper ore accidentally. Yeah, if we had a smelter to put up, we don't currently... Smelter's not one of the buildings you start with, sadly. But okay, it's a thing we can look out for. And we can trade bars from traders and stuff. Yeah, we have acquired enough stone for that to be a sensible thing to do. And basically, like, when we're done, when we've gained enough reputation off the lizards that this is no longer effective, we can just swap the favor over to the harpies and get a point from them. Slowly but surely, through various failures, we learn how to manipulate these systems. Okay, this fits here now. And gets us 100% of the farm tiles. So let's extend the road out to here. From here, I guess, makes sense. Okay, we can set up a decent farm over there. We have 14 people who are just so desperate for anything to do. I'm trying, friends. I'm trying to set stuff up. There are only so many resource nodes to make use of. Okay, Harpy Resolve is dangerously low. I'm going to turn this off for a moment. Let's let that number get positive. Okay, so we have mushrooms over here. Mushrooms that might have insects. It's a source of insect income, at least. What are we willing to sell? Oh, I'm willing to sell these. Yeah, absolutely. We only have one trade route slot open, sadly. Okay, mushroom production, leather production, An additional active trade route slot and traders arrive more quickly. I think we're taking that because we actually can make use of it. It's cool to be able to make use of things. And then, yeah, we can turn this back on and finish getting our resolve from that. Or our reputation from that. Currently gaining 0.09 per minute. Can you believe it? Okay, bars are useful. That's 6 bodies as well. You know, at some point I should probably stop. Like, we actually have a lot of bodies. I don't need to gain so many bodies. And also, food's going to become an issue, right? Here, I'm going to put this over here somewhere. Because I want that space to build a house in. Yeah, more people is more food. And we're not doing, like, badly on food or anything, but... we probably... it's not going to be safe forever. I don't have the ability to make pickled goods either. Yeah, or clothing, or pie... Alright. Just gotta keep pushing for those points of reputation. Okay, this is no longer working. It's no longer sufficient. Okay, the ancient burial site. A lot of burial sites going on around here. Wow, look at all of this stuff. Alright, this is exciting. So if we excavate this, it's a whole point of reputation. I don't think we can turn that down, even though this stuff is great. This takes 8 tools, which we do have enough of. So wood cutting angers the dead. Hostility increases by 8 points for every 4 fallen trees as long as we're working on this. We'll get blood flowers out of it if we don't, and we still don't know what those are, but they can't be good. But yeah, this is a whole point of reputation. It is not ignorable. There is literally nothing that matters more than that. Oh, interesting. This sea marrow deposit has potential for ancient tablets. That's really cool. Do we have the thing that gathers berries? Do we have the large version of that camp? We don't. That's unfortunate. The stonecutters camp can hit this. How is our stonecutters camp doing? Has it removed almost everything? It still hasn't removed this stuff. I'm going to let them work on the clay. This trapper camp has run out of deposits, and I don't think we have... we have a meat node for it to get over here. Well, I guess that's worth doing, but that's a shame. We're going to run out of jerky because we're running out of the components for jerky. Okay. They're excavating as fast as they know how. And once this is clear, we'll lose some hostility. Can you cut into this blade? You have to try. Okay, this other woodcutters camp has finished its grim business. I kind of want to cut toward another forbidden glade, I think. It's like, where is the nearest? That one's pretty accessible. We need big hits here. So yeah, try to cut back into the trees a bit. And I guess, you know, we have some idle people. We can probably go ahead and get that built out real quick. Yeah, we actually are losing food. We are draining food. Getting another farm up over here is certainly going to help. Then, of course, we're going to want to extend the road. Okay, run that right to the road, right to the door of the farm. Show me something. Oh, hell yes. Biscuits and pie, or skewers and biscuits. We want pie quite badly, don't we? So pie covers 2 people. Skewers is a single type of people that care about it. Biscuits is a double and pie is a double. We definitely want the bakery for sure. And then we want to build a bakery immediately, and we want to get that shit running like right now, like yesterday. I guess it could just go right alongside the scribe. Yeah, that works. Okay, so I am fucking overjoyed. We need flour production online, which is... Did we build our flour build? I'm so glad that the tools... Yeah, sure, sell pottery. I'm so glad that the tools that we have here exist, because flour comes from the provisioner. We should have... I was going to say we should absolutely have grain. We totally don't have grain. What we can have is mushrooms. So this is where we're going to start employing an awful lot of people real quickly here, because we have this whole sort of ecosystem that we've been waiting on that is about to come online. So I need somebody gathering mushrooms and berries over here. We're going to make flour out of mushrooms, which is a thing. Apparently. What do I need to actually build this? Do we have these? We probably have these just sitting in the stockpile, right? We're actually a little short on boards. Are y'all making planks? No, you're making fabric at like an incredible rate. That's commendable, I suppose. That doesn't push you to blue. That doesn't push you to blue. Favoring should get us a little bit more reputation. We can spend a little bit more time in the blue zone here. Ooh, friend, you have tools. You have bonuses to tool production speed. I'll buy both of those. And then, yeah, we want tools. 30's a lot. 30's a lot. We're not going to be able to buy everything here. So we can part with some of our resin. The copper, like holding on to copper ore right now is speculative, right? Because we don't have a way of smelting it. We sure would like to. Sea marrow is quite valuable, and we have a ton of it. I will sell all of the sea marrow for sure. We can afford to part with a lot of this wood. Yeah, like a lot of this wood. And then we have 26 amber, and I think I'm willing to go all in on the amber. So that'll buy us 20 tools. And it's a fair amount of hostility reduction as well, right? We're selling a lot of goods there. Oh, we have like a bunch of provision packs, which will buy us not very much more. Give me one more. I can make it to 924 from here. Are we just on like resin? Yeah, probably just on resin. That really scales quickly. Like that much resin. Okay. We have got to find some... We got to start returning some caches too, right? So how many tools do we have now? 26. Fucking brilliant. That is a whole point of reputation right there. That is another whole point of reputation. Absolutely gorgeous. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That's a hard one not to just break open. Because, like, look at that. Look at all that. But reputation. Reputation. There's literally nothing more important. Okay. Little folks are running. They're doing little folks things. Should we be gathering these vegetables? We should probably be gathering these vegetables. We probably have to kill the favor for now. Actually, it's not even enough. But if I favor the harpies, we lose position in the other ones. Oh, these are... Right, this is a forager. This is a large forager camp problem. Okay. No, the storm is just really bad. We're just going to be in bad shape on that. We can have a couple of beavers work this, I suppose. This is another... We should build another warehouse. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that, right? Warehouse out here. Still a long run from the farm. Yeah, we'll do that. That's all stuff we have. Okay. Imagine the day when we actually get tool production online. Alright, who loves to bake? Lizards love to bake. And they'll love to do it as soon as we can give them the stuff. Oh boy. Alright, fruit biscuits and fruit pies. We are really short on component ingredients for a lot of this stuff. Oh, alright, well, anyway. Back to blue time. Oh, quarterstones, right. Gain 3 oil for every 10 flour produced is something. Grain production increases. I really wish we had more grain. Gain 20 reed and 20 clay for each discovered glade. These are not useful resources. I'm gonna take small press, I guess. Okay, little blue bars filling. We are in fact low on food, I know. I realized the problem. Newcomers are waiting and I think we're just not taking them. That's the situation that we're in right now. Yeah, the food problem is starting to become like a problem. The next time a trader shows up, we have to just like buy everything edible that they have. Ugh. How are we doing on those glades? This one's going. This one's going. I mean, there's not much else we can do, right? We are running all of our farms at absolute full potential. Oh, hey, this finally happened. Isn't that lovely? Okay, and the 2 points of reputation landed. So, first of all, full-size herbalist camp. The Harpy House is definitely valuable, but I don't think there's any chance that we don't take this. And then, we don't currently have a use for a trapper's camp. We're also out of parts. That's also an issue. But I think we probably need to build around these secondary needs, right? The Harpies would really love it if we could get some fucking education going. Stands up for the beavers as well. Yeah. Temple is the move. Okay. Let's try to figure out how to work some of this into our position here. We can build the temple up here. That should be good. What is this? They want some of our clay? We can sell clay. Clay is cool. And then we absolutely need a big herbalist camp over here immediately. That is going to help so much. Yeah, that is going to help so much. Apparently the smaller obelisk camp just doesn't even have anybody working at it right now. Can we maybe get some harpies on that? We're low on food. Everything is terrible. Have you considered not losing the game? I guess letting some people die off, like as grim as that is, they won't die off, they'll leave, right? Okay, we have just enough parts to finish that. Ugh. It's grim, the food situation's getting really grim. Gather, 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 quickly. Okay. We're doing what we can. This gets moved back. Okay. We'll have access to some new glades soon, hopefully with some new delicious resource nodes. We can move this to a position where I'm more certain it's actually breaking through as well. At this point, every path we build is just like paths are free. Okay, so pottery is a low value resource. I mean, finish the recipes you're making, but yeah, we don't really need to be making pottery out of our clay. We need to be running this stuff just every time flour comes up, basically. Barrels and packs of provisions don't need to get built. We, in theory, have mushrooms coming in now, but not like a lot of them, probably. Okay, and food is going into the food supplies. The starvation is getting dealt with. Yeah, people are being like super affected by their hunger. Okay, we're leveling off. We're leveling off. I want to move this. Okay, let's get this over to here. Set some path along. Okay, why are we all of a sudden... Is it because of the danger? We didn't run back out of food. Yeah, where's all this negativity coming from? It is still a lot of hunger. It is still a lot of hunger. Okay, so we found flax, clay, caches, and a tree. This is not a very good place. Okay, so what's the deal with this tree? Eventually, it will destroy all of our stored wood. The sickness of the petrified tree will spread throughout the settlement. Obviously, we need to heal it. We need tea or herbs or incense. We don't have any herbs, really? That's actually a pretty big problem. As far as problems go, do we have access to these things? So we're out of tools for the moment. I'm not opposed to just cracking into a couple of these things. Like this one, we should definitely do this. And I know right now we don't have any sea marrow, but we're about to have a bunch of sea marrow. And this is food, and particularly meat and mushrooms. So like keep an eye on that. Break that as soon as it's available. This one I think we could afford to go along on and just wait for a trader to come by. But this problem has to get resolved like pretty soon. We could cut it down for some just garbage, just absolute garbage rewards. And this is an empathy reward, which would be good for us in theory. We didn't actually take that option from the reputation point, but we could get it from one in the future. So, oh, that's pretty bad. This is a grim fucking glade. Okay. Well, when this cracks, it's probably going to be incense. We don't have incense production available, right? We just have it from the root gathering. And we aren't gathering roots anymore. We don't have any sources of roots. This glade just doesn't have shit in it. It's really bad. Okay, well. Okay, let's bounce the woodcutter camp back to here. We have a lot of problems and we need to get on the solutions train here like really fucking fast. Get through to that. Get through to that. When is our next trader? It's going to be like a while, right? 4 minutes. That's not so bad. Okay. When that trader shows up, we need to take maximum advantage like right away. We don't have any sources of roots, I don't think, that we're not currently working on. So, yeah. Unfortunately, that incense conversion has just gone dead. We just have to buy something. All right. Well, what else? It's tea and it's incense and tea and just herbs. Like, in theory, herbs are not that hard to get. We don't have a lot of sources of them, but the trader probably will have some. We can hope. All right. We are just gonna leave the leave the newcomers on read here. Okay, everybody's resolve is terrible because they're remembering the food situation, and it was bad. It was bad, but like we're fed now. Everything's cool. It shouldn't be so bad. Oh well, we're starting to pull these like really, really dark penalties. No, we're not. We're still at hostility 2. I don't know why everybody's crashing so much. -4. This has gotten up to -12. That's weird. It shouldn't be -12. Shouldn't it just be 4 points? It doesn't seem like it's stack. I am not sure why that is as bad as it is. Okay, well, I mean, we're doing all we can as far as managing hostility. There's nothing else for us to do, so as we lose people, we will lose people. I'll say this, as much as I hate to be this mercenary about it, we can afford to lose hands right now. Okay. New cornerstone. Gain 30 meat every time a villager dies or leaves. We're just not going to think about where that comes from. I am going to take it, though. Sell resin, sell clay, leather, sell leather. Amber is good. You know what I don't need to be doing is making this much charcoal. Where is... Yeah, okay. Chill. Chill on that. We've produced so much coal. Okay. Got a lot riding on this trader. We really, really need some particular things to show up when what's-his-face arrives. And I am thinking it's likely we're going to be disappointed. Okay, Jorg, my friend. Jorg, how could you do this to me? Yeah, I wish I could say I was surprised. Planting crops is faster. Absolutely rad. Get insects when you produce mushrooms. Absolutely rad. We can just buy some food. But what we can't buy is any of the shit that we need for the tree. Which means I think we're cutting down this tree. Right, tea and herbs. Yeah, he doesn't have any tea or herbs or incense. His vegetables. Vegetables are like herbs. I can't tell the difference. Why can you? Ugh, all right, let's just buy a bunch of like crummy food. Let's buy a bunch of good. Sorry, let's buy a bunch of the good food. Try our hardest to push another reputation point. He doesn't have any tools or anything. Doesn't have any parts. No, Jorg just completely brought garbage. God, he always brings garbage. He's the worst. All right, well, it would be good to purchase pie. It would be good to purchase jerky. See what we can get there. And then mushrooms so we can make our own flour. Stuff is important. And we will sell back. We want to sell... We're not getting as much income on these as we were before because I'm not accepting new people. So... Well, a lot of plant fiber. My man, how do you feel about all of this plant fiber? Probably not that much. I need to hold on to some of it. Yeah, and then we'll make up the rest with amber. Alright, well I did push the hostility level back down to 1 there. That's fun. Alright, somewhere around here I can put someone who isn't a harpy to work so we can have a harpy working at the herbalism place. And yeah, we're just going to cut this down because... I mean... Yeah, we have stored planks. I can't afford to lose. The loss of half a point of reputation. Just real grim. Just real grim stuff. Okay, but we got the harpies up above the blue threshold. For a while, at least. And that's what winning sounds like. And then we're going to make some important food gains here. We're going to break through some interesting glades. Good things are still happening. We haven't lost yet, which is cool. It is rad to not have lost yet. Yeah, these are absolutely worth doing. I do not want to sell my flour. I want to use my flour to produce delicious food. Oh, that herbalist camp. I was like, no, tell me it ain't so. Yeah, we don't have anything else for this one to do. So, sadly, y'all are just back in the pool. Okay, this is getting broken open, so we're about to have all that stuff, which is great news. That's going to get used for all kinds of high-value food. We are cutting down the sick tree, which is not how I wanted to handle that. And I'm still living in the world where this is a possibility. We're about to hit another reputation threshold, thanks to our harpies being super happy about all that food we bought. So at least our time with the trader was far from wasted. Lizards love burning shit. For every 300 seconds spent sacrificing goods in the ancient hearth, hostility is reduced. Well, we certainly haven't done any of that. Yeah, I'm not selling my flour this way. But okay, we can produce some religion here. That is of value. We opened up a new glade, and there's nothing in it but flax. Look at all this flax. Who even... Ugh, terrible. Terrible news. There are many things we need. Flax is not on the list. Cooperage. We do not currently have the ability to make coats. Coats are a shared concern. Yeah. Cooperage. How hard is it to build a cooperage? Oh, not hard at all. Actually. Alright, this goes over here in this like high value luxury part of town. Oh, look at that. We got two factions in blue at the same time. Actually, things are going really fucking well. All of a sudden, now that we're not starving to death anymore, people are way happier. Who would have thought? Oh, we figured out how to brew tea. Well, the tree is gone, so. But, you know, might be useful later. So I'm not so excited about this stuff. Coat making, on the other hand, I've never been so happy about. And I hate to get overconfident on this, but I kind of feel like we need parts. Hell yeah. Kind of feel like we need some more people at this point. Throw another shelter down. We have food. People love food. Okay, we're starting to run out of those high tier foods. And here comes a very bad storm. But it looks like people are remaining positive through it. Okay, we should definitely be able to reach those trees. Okay, just keep at it. Just keep working. So a thing that would be very helpful for us is if we could figure out how to make metals, how to smelt metals. New threat. Oh, dude. Oh, dude, it says Fishman Soothsayer. That's a fucking dinosaur. An old wandering soothsayer. He's teeming with magic. The shit is just pouring off of him in waves. He does not speak, though you can hear his voice. His eyes are blank, yet you can feel his gaze. He is not afraid of death. He stands by its side. That's a comma splice, which reduces the amount that I'm afraid. Okay, if we capture him, the crown would love it if we captured him. We could do that. The comforts of the civilized world are disgustingly unnatural to the fishmen. Natural is a real relative term in the first place. Okay, every time 10 complex food, clothing, or service needs are fulfilled, 2 random villagers are killed during the 4 minutes when we're capturing him. That's fucked. We could use the meat. It's fine. We definitely have to do this, and we have to do it right now, right? Like, go get him. Yeah, okay, Invoker is absolutely not allowed to come to pass, and obviously cleanup duty would kill us really quickly. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but for the crown, did I take... No, I didn't take that Trapper Camp upgrade because we didn't have any parts left. Right. Well, we can grab the smaller of our herbalist camps and drag it over here. Have some work worth doing. This is a root deposit. We do not know how to make big forager camps, unfortunately. And over here we have a large encampment full of either people or amber, depending on how we want to roll that. And the way I want to roll it is it's amber. Like, I know we still kind of need people, but like, right? You know, what else we need is 15 amber. And then this, you know, you'd like to believe you can send that to the Citadel. We'll see. Oh, look at him. He's doing magic. Oh, it's bad. Oh, nobody's assigned to this. Yeah. Get an ancient tablet for every 2 completed Glade events. Yo, that's pretty cool. Porridge production. Meat production increases every time it's produced. I think we gotta take the hidden reward. Alright, what do we got? What do we got for sale? People still want flour. I'm still not selling flour. This I'll sell. Alright. Hurry along, friends. So we're gonna extend the road here. Oh god, all of his little balls of evil. I think what you're seeing right there is some deaths. But there are locations for farms out here, so we gotta take this seriously. And then, you know, obviously this is good too. All right. Good luck, y'all. Yep. So what we could turn off the production of jerky and the production of coats. I just have to remember to turn these things back on. And that will limit the amount of deaths. What else do we, right, baking. We have to deactivate the bakery. I think that should cover everything. I should have done that right away. That was silly. Okay. This dude is wreaking insane havoc on us. Sell an ancient tablet for 12? Hell yeah. Ancient tablet in 6 packs for 12 might only be like a fairish deal. Oh, he is wreaking havoc. Y'all, please get back down here and like get to work. Okay. All right, we are fighting him. The combat, it is ongoing. And we've turned off all of our complex needs, so nobody else should die. Just kind of stand there and it's a stare down, really. I'm favoring you. Please stay blue. No. Ugh, they lost their blueness. Well, friends, we do not have a lot of time here. Please tell me this gets done. Because if we get this done, it'll push back the red. But the red's filling very quickly. Oh no, oh no. No! Heartbreaking. Were we going to win that? Probably not. But we were just about to actually... Oh, that's a shame. Well, we picked up some new deeds. That's pretty cool. I mean, you know, we went into that expecting to lose. We did way better than I thought we were going to. And we had that problem solved. We were on that. And then the time that we were going to get from that point of reputation, pushing back the impatience, was definitely going to get us a little bit more blue time with the harpies. We were starting to get all of our complex needs online. Like, there was that period where we had both the harpies and the lizards blue for a while. I don't know for sure that we could have won that, but I think we were like a lot closer than I ever would have guessed we would get. And in the end, artifacts and stuff, right? You know, like we got what we came for, probably. Provided that the game doesn't freeze up and not... I'm sure if it crashed here... Okay, we're good. I'm sure if it crashed here, it would just... we'd just load up like 10 seconds ago, right? Okay, the Blightstorm is coming. You can embark one last time to try to reforge a seal, or press the compass button to wait out the storm. Yeah, you could only embark to reforge a seal. And we are obviously not anywhere near such a thing. So, let's go to the city. Look at our cool new deeds. Oh no, we're going to come up just short. 294 of 300. Criminy. Oh, we get a cool cloak if we win one more time. All right, where are we at upgrade-wise? Food supplies are thin when you're not winning. But we managed to bank some stuff that matters. So I guess let's go and hit the button for the blight cycle, shall we? Alright, your settlements have been abandoned. People are returning to the Citadel. We have unlocked a bunch of stuff. There are seal contracts that have to get dealt with. Our 9 seal fragments were converted into more rewards, which is cool. all of our geographical progress undone, but we are so much more powerful now. And we're going to beeline for that southern seal. Well, beeline. We're going to make it to that southern seal. That's a goal, at least. Here. Oh, yeah, look at that. There's stuff on the way, too. The Land of Greed modifier, a levitating monument. That's interesting. You can already move most buildings in your settlement. There are a couple that, okay, that doesn't seem like much. Impatience grows quicker, but every ongoing trade route reduces impatience generation. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, we'll probably just like go right for this. Oh, the rune moved, actually. I might still go down here and then sort of like wrap around to the side. Whatever. These are decisions we make later. We did, with that conversion, end up with enough food to buy some upgrades. Permanent +1 to all of your resource nodes isn't bad. If we're saving up for a thing that gives artifacts, unlocks the ability to upgrade mines and access ore veins on deeper levels. Yo, that seems important. I think maybe we're holding for this. Oh, we're a single food short of it. I do want this. It's a boost to global production speed. It maybe gets us more metal. Yeah, I think we're holding out for that. Okay, so with that, finally, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we have a whole new blight cycle, and we need to just ride it into a wall as fast as we can, which is how I always do it when I play that stupid Tron game. It's just, you know, you want to make as much space for yourself as possible, right? So it makes sense to drive next to the wall. Listen, you get it. Come back next time. We'll see you then.